guys, we're hanging out here on Country Music Minute with singer-songwriter Cole Taylor. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's the day after Valentine's Day. I have to ask, what did you do for your sweetheart?
You know, we went out to eat the night before Valentine's, so we tried to get away from the crowd. And Valentine's Day, we just got some pizza from Jet's Pizza, watched a movie, and just kind of hung out, us and the dog. So
You're smart.
yeah, it was a good Valentine's Day. It was the most laid back I've had.
Yeah. Well, before we get into all this, you told me that you heard Cold Beer on the radio, Sirius XM, the highway last weekend. What was that moment like for you?
You know, it's awesome hearing, I guess, you know, being a songwriter, I've heard my songs on the radio before, but I've never heard my voice behind them. And that moment was kind of like oh, this is what I moved to town for, to chase the artist's dream. And just kind of hearing my song is like, okay, I'm doing something right, and I'm going in the right direction. So it's kind of just that stamp of approval that I kind of needed to just keep on going on.
Just curious, where were you at when you heard it?
I was in my living room, actually. I'd been in California all weekend and came back, and I knew that it was going to come on somewhere between 7 and 8. So we just turned it on. Dish Network has like the Sirius XM channel, and turned it on there, and my wife and I just sat in the living room and just watched the highway for about an hour until it came on. So once it came on, it was so cool. It's funny, I took a picture of my dog, like in the front. You could see my name and Cold Beer, and it was just a cool moment for us.
That is an awesome experience. Well, you've had a lot of success since you've moved to Nashville, but when did music really begin for you?
I was in church. I sang in church when I was like 12 years old, 12, 13, somewhere around there, and I was singing karaoke tracks. I was singing like Three Wooden Crosses, Long Black Train, and I took it from church to like fall festivals and still to karaoke tracks. And I didn't really learn how to play guitar till I was a senior in high school, and then carried that on to college and figured out that people like songs that other people had written, and they could sing them back to me in the college bars. And you know, my dream was like, I want these people to be singing my songs to me. And you know, having some success in songwriting now, it's still that same feeling. It's like I want more people to sing my songs back to me. And so yeah, I guess I started in church and went to college, and here we are.
Well, speaking of success, you just came off the Down Home tour with Cole Swindell last year. What an amazing run for you. Just to be here as a new artist in Nashville and then be out on the road with Cole Swindell. What did you learn from that experience?
Oh man, Cole has been almost like a big brother to me in the music industry. And I remember being in college and being like, Cole, I don't feel like doing this college thing anymore. And he's like, well, buddy, if you want to come on up to Nashville, I can't tell you to quit college, but that's what I did. So I quit and came up here, and then going on tour with him was kind of just a full circle moment for me. And being on that tour and learning, seeing how he interacts with his crowds and how he can touch the person all the way in the back, it's amazing. And just watching it every night it was inspiring to be a better performer for me, and to be a better person too. I mean, he treated us great on tour, him and his whole crew.
Yeah. So other than Cole Swindell, is there an artist that you've always sort of looked up to?
Obviously Luke, just because Luke's from kind of the same part of Georgia as me, and Garth Brooks. I remember having the double live album of Garth's and hearing the crowd, that same thing, hearing the crowd just sing the dance back to him and sing The River and just all these songs, and hearing them go crazy, and then actually watching it on video, and it's like, this is what I want to do. I want to run around stage like a crazy person and interact with every person in that room.
Have you met Garth?
I haven't. I went to see him in Memphis 2 weekends ago, and that was my first time seeing like the full production live. I saw him at the Ryman, and that was my first time seeing it with the lights and the drum riser and everything like that. So the big round globe, I don't know what you call that. But yeah, it was awesome. It was just what I expected it to be.
Yeah. He's probably one of the sweetest people I've ever interviewed. Yeah, awesome. You've also had success writing songs for Florida Georgia Line. Sippin' on Fire is just one of them. Where were you at when you found out that Florida Georgia Line was going to cut one of your songs?
Believe it or not, I was turkey hunting, and Matt Dragstrom, my co-writer, called me, and he's like, hey man, I think Florida Georgia Line wants to record this song. I was like, cool, buddy. I just saw a turkey, so I'll call you back in a little bit. And I called him back after I got the turkey and got it clean and everything. I was like, hey, did I hear you right? Like, Florida Georgia Line wants to record our song. And that was the first song like he and I had ever written together, and now here we are, we've written a lot. But that first song kind of made our friendship what it is. And so for me, Florida Georgia Line, you know, it's like the biggest band in country music right then. And me being so new to town, it's like, are you sure like the biggest band in country wants to cut my song? So it was just a blessing to be that early in my career, and to have that song be cut by that band was just a blessing.
Well, your new single, Cold Beer, like I said, just played on the highway last weekend. It comes out on iTunes this Friday. What is the song about?
It's just about, my co-writer Jordan Minton came in, and he's like, man, I got this line, like, she's a little more red wine, I'm a little more cold beer. I was like, buddy, that's like my wife and I's relationship. So we just kind of, it's the opposite thing. It's like this girl that grew up in the city and this guy that grew up in the country, but somehow they connect in some weird way and make it work. And there's a line, and it's like, my mama's gonna love you and your daddy's gonna hate me. And I think the southern boy in me, it's like, my mama's gonna love you, and then your daddy. I think Southern people just kind of care about that stuff, so we put it in there, and it's about just opposites attracting.
Us good old Southern people, Georgia and North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can find Cold Beer on the New Boots, right?
Yeah.
New Boots and Hot Country Spotify playlist. It will be on iTunes this Friday, February 17th.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's plug your socials.
Absolutely. So on Twitter, it's Cole Taylor Live. On Instagram, it's Cole Taylor Music, and just Cole Taylor on Facebook.
Thanks, Cole.
Hey y'all, I'm Cole Taylor, and you're watching Country Music Minute. Here's my acoustic video of my new single, Cold Beer. Hope you guys like it.
Our eyes have been locked in since both of us walked in. Baby, I ain't fighting it, 'cause truth is I'm kinda liking it. Came from different zip codes, but we're here in the same boat. Guess it's true that opposites attract, 'cause this plane's about hot as it gets. You're a little more high-rise, I'm a little more headlights. You're a downtown taxi cab, I'm a tailgate dropping on a Friday night. You grew up on asphalt, I grew up on red dirt. Your high heels in a black dress, I'm blue Levi's in an old t-shirt. You're a little more out there, I'm a little more around here. You're a little more red wine, I'm a little more cold beer. My mama's gonna love you, your daddy might hate me, but we got something we can't lose, even if they called us crazy. 'Cause you're a little more high-rise, I'm a little more headlights. You're a downtown taxi cab, I'm a tailgate dropping on a Friday night. You grew up on asphalt, I grew up on red dirt. Your high heels and a black dress, I'm blue Levi's in an old t-shirt. You're a little more out there, I'm a little more around here. You're a little more red wine, I'm a little more cold beer. You like that hip-hop, I like that country station, but I'll dance with you all night long. It don't matter what song's playing. You're a little more high-rise, I'm a little more headlights. You're a downtown taxi cab, I'm a tailgate dropping on a Friday night. Grew up on asphalt, I grew up on red dirt. Your high heels and a black dress, I'm blue Levi's in an old t-shirt. You're a little more out there, I'm a little more around here. You're a little more red wine, I'm a little more cold beer. You like that hip-hop, I like that country station. Yeah, I'm a little more cold, baby, like that hip hop. I like that country station. Yeah, I'm a little more cold, baby.
Hi, all. Thanks so much for watching Country Music Minute. Remember to head over to our Facebook page and like us and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.